Okay, kiddos, I'm going to walk you through one more example a little slower than the video, just so it becomes even more clear of how to use prime factorization when we are finding our greatest common factor of two numbers. I've got two numbers I'm working with, 36 and 48, and I put them at the top because remember, prime factorization means we're going to be making our factor trees. So I'm going to start with 36. Now, 36 has lots of different factors, and we could start with any of them, but if you are not familiar with your multiplication facts, remember we talked about where to start. Remember the top row of your prime number chart, the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 7. Those are awesome things to try if you're not sure. Now 36 is an even number. So I know that I can divide 36 by 2, and I'm going to do that. If I'm not sure what 36 divided by 2 is, so that I can find 2's partner to put over here, then I need to take the time and do the division, and I'm going to show you 36 divided by 2. 2 into 3 goes once, minus 2 leaves me 1 when I subtract. I bring down my 6. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And that leaves me a remainder of 0. So 2 and 8 are partners, or I'm sorry, 2 and 18 are partners for 36. So like before, I'm going to circle my 2 because it's prime. 18 is not prime, it's composite. So I'm going to break 18 up, and I hope that you know your enough facts to know that 18 breaks up into 2 times 9. I'm going to circle my 2, and my 9 is not prime, so I'm going to break it up into 3 times 3. And those are both prime, so they get circled. Moving over to 48. Again, there are a million different ways. Not a million, that's an exaggeration, but there's lots of ways that we could actually break up 48. If you are not sure, then please do our trick, and you start with 2 because it's an even number. And I'll show you up here to the side, 48 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 goes twice. 2 times 2 is 4, which is 0. Bring down my 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And that leaves me no remainder. So 24 and 2 are partners, or are a pair that make 48. I'm going to circle my 2. 24 is a little more manageable. I'm going to use 4 and 6 for 24. Neither one, though, are prime numbers. So that means we got to go farther. 4 breaks up into 2 times 2, and those are both prime. And 6 breaks up into 2 times 3, and those are both prime. So when we're working with prime factorization, usually I ask you to write out your factors being multiplied to show me what the prime factorization of your number is. Now that we're working with two numbers, we're really doing the same thing. We're just going to stack them on top of each other. So for instance, I'm going to put my 36 here and list its prime factors. And I'm going to cross them off. So I'm going to use this 2. I'm going to use this 2 times another 3 times our last 3. So that's the prime factorization of 36. Now I'm going to go over here to 48, and I'm going to start taking these prime factors that I found and lining them up where they belong underneath. So I'm going to write out my 48 and show those are where the factors are coming from. The first one is this 2, and it has a 2 to line up underneath. There's another 2 that I can put under there. But what about this 2? It doesn't have a place, so I'm going to put it out to the side. This 2 doesn't have a place. I'm going to put it out to the side. And this 3 luckily does have a match, so I'm going to put him right underneath one of the 3s we already had. Now here is where we're looking for our pairs, our matches. Our matches that we have for 36 and 48, we have a 2, another 2, and a 3 that are pairs. So what are the common prime factors? Well, 2 is common between them, another 2 is common between them, and the 3 is common between them. And from your Ed Puzzle, I definitely made sure that I highlighted or emphasized that once we found those common prime factors, the last thing we need to do is multiply them to find the greatest common factor. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. So the greatest common factor of 36 and 48 is